Mandiliano, parados amotechis, gulot minatao, mok telebulo lurjo io, pirim zistualis, ruiz margali.
Hey there guys, I am that HK marksman. So, although we're not shooting an HK today, we are out at the 300-yard range in my local area, and we've been trying to get dope for my Accuracy International AT308. This thing has a Bartlein 1 in 10 twist, 20-inch barrel, 5R. It has been phenomenal. Best groupings I've seen is sub half MOA. That said, while we can absolutely engage small fruit 225 yards, which you'll see here. All right. So that's 235. That should be at 0.6. That's what I had. My dope yesterday for the fruit was 0.7. I was like, oh, I'll just hold it 0.6. That's what ended up being correct. Yeah. 300 said 1.2, actually dialed 1.1. We're on. We'll shoot top one. We might only get one shot because that pole might shake. So, check can't. Shot. I recalled having to dial down just a hair yesterday when I was engaging a bunch of fruit, trying to make sure that I was dead on, from 0.7 mils to 0.6. So, issue I was having is at 300, I was consistently high. Didn't make sense to me. Dope should have been 1.25 mils, plus or minus, depending on muzzle velocity, even depending on BC. Factory BC for federal T308T 168 grain, which I'm running, is 0.247 from the box. From Applied Ballistics, it's 0.222. It's not much of a difference, no matter what. The hold was not under 0.2 mils. Fortunately, I was 0.1 mils high. We did some testing. We tested at 1.0, 1.1, and 1.2. We were gonna do 1.3, but once I saw 1.2, realized it's not worth it. So, here is the groupings, what we did on the scope. Came right one. That must be where the guy makes it turn around. End session. And then new session.
You gotta hit new session again?
Yeah. Is this the same bullet weight?
Yeah.
Okay, so. Shit. You're not supposed to single load these. You're not supposed to. It's always supposed to come from the mag. That was high. Get ready to learn how to use this. All right, we've got our shots downrange. We're gonna take a look at how we did. Now we've got to the end of 300 yards. All right, so from the muzzle, this is actually 302 yards, which makes a difference. Excuse me, this was 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, and what we ended up doing was adjusting to 0. So thinking about it, why am I consistently high? Well, my 100-yard target is actually 102 yards. Those 2 yards on a tiny little dot makes a difference. As soon as we zeroed it just 0.1 mils down, everything actually lined up. So we were just off with everything by 0.1 mils. So once we got on targets, we did make a correction here. We had a 5-shot group. We pushed right. We ended up doing 10-shot group. It's an interesting vertical string. Everything was low, and then in the last few shots, it started getting higher, increasing in elevation. And I'm pretty sure that is just from shooting too fast and that muzzle getting hot. So did try to do another string. This was also at 1.2 mils, but low. I decided to push it to 1.3, and we're a little closer, but ran out of ammunition. So 1.25 ends up being about right. I think that the muzzle velocity does need to be increased. We need to double check the BC. I do not believe it's at 2.47. I believe that if we had it at 222 and we had it at 0.3 mils, that 1.3 mil group would be correct, which would be consistent with the majority being down low and then it heating up, increasing the velocity that so slightly, bringing it up, plus shooter error. So interesting day, trying to get some data, trying to figure out what's going on with dope, trying to figure out what's happening in general. Make sure that this Accuracy International, which is a very precise weapon system, is doing its job. So pretty happy with the results. Glad we figured out the mistake. This was absolutely shooter error by not having the correct zero. That yes, it was zeroed at 102 yards. But in reality, at 100 yards, which it should have been dialed for, I should have been shooting a hair low. That is correct. If I'm aiming at a 1 MOA square dead on, I should be just a hair low at 102 yards. So lessons learned. I'm going to be making sure that I do that from here on out whenever I'm testing velocity and ensuring zero, so that I can be dead on. And hopefully next round, now that I have a way to mount my phone to a spotting scope, I'll try to get some good shots of shooting some fruit, because it is spectacular when it gets hit. So until then, be too dumb to quit. And there's a reason I have that as a motto. It's important to keep going. It's important to keep trying. No matter how frustrated you get, no matter how hopeless it gets, no matter how much you just can't figure it out, just keep going. You'll figure out the answer. So let me tell you, it was driving me crazy shooting 45 centimeters high at 302 yards. I expended a lot of ammo yesterday trying to figure it out. But here we are. Now we got the answer. We can keep moving forward. So be too dumb to quit. Keep moving forward. Till then. Shot.
I'm gonna take a couple more.
There you go.